Hi, Emily.
Hello.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. I wasn't
That's part
sure
of a new
how far
character.
my mic was turned up. So,
I know
Oh,
it
okay.
sounds great.
I was like, are you sick or are you sultry?
what? A little column A, little column B. Tis the season to be snuffly.
um, so I mean, first session we had, big game night, casino night. Everybody seemed to have a good time with that. I had a good time with that. And then you left. You met Quartermaster Forense, and he kind of gave you the limited information that he could. And after staying a night at the famed Yawning Portal Tavern, you set off towards the town of Oakhurst. And on the way, you encountered some twig blights and had your first combat, if you all recall.
Those are all things that I'm pretty sure happened.
Yeah, fairly certain.
I feel pretty confident that those things.
I mean, happened. I'm just giving you a brief.
I'm trying to remember what campaign we're playing.
Isn't it like Mad Mage or something like that?
No, I think it's like Princes of the Horde Queen.
It's Tales of the Waterdeep Tomb of Annihilation.
That's it. That's it.
There we go. All right.
That sounded right.
I thought it was Dragon Horde at some point.
Out of the cursed abyss of the Storm King. Is that it?
Yeah, well,
out of the cursed abyss of the Storm King. That actually sounds like it'd be pretty good. I mean, are we playing that next?
I have plans to alter some of the later dungeons to fit
sweet
scenario. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so that's you ended last session after having your first combat, which actually a couple of y'all got tagged fairly significantly by those little bitch twig blights.
Little bitch twig blights.
But you're all level 1, so that is the struggle of level 1 is that you don't have anything going for you health-wise. So after the fight, we ended the session with you approach the town of Oakhurst, and you see, kind of down a hill, you get to see the landscape and see it's a farming village, It's very rural, but this is kind of the epicenter of where Oakhurst itself is much larger than the actual town because there's so many farms and stuff that sprawl out from it. But at the end of last session, you all approached the town and saw it, and you saw a cart kind of veering across the road as if it was running from something that had the words "Hauling Oats" painted on the side of it.
That's right.
Hauling Oats.
Yeah, well, it's like hauling oats.
Right. I got it.
Yeah, cool. Just making sure. So that's kind of where we'll begin for today. Is that you see these two young boys, kind of racing across the road that you're on, leading to Oakhurst, and when they see you, they kind of slow the cart down and kind of spin back around to approach you. And if you will give me just 1 second, I gotta pull my sheets up. You guys said you already have in your inventories the Oakhurst little map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 2 of them.
Yeah, I have Overland and the Oakhurst map.
Okay, so if you'll pull up the Oakhurst, not the Overland map, it's kind of just a rough sketch of what the town is supposed to look like.
Is y'all's blank?
Huh?
No.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, sorry.
So that is the material that I was given when I bought the module. Okay. But and I was a little disappointed because that's all they gave me. They didn't even give me like a map for the town that I'm so obviously supposed to have you guys interact with. So I made my own town. So you'll have to excuse me if the town that I made isn't exactly what doesn't look like what this looks like.
I'm expecting it to scale grid to this map.
We're gonna be proud of you no matter what.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Fine.
That
Be supportive.
this is kind of there to give you an idea of that it's just a small kind of pass through rural hub for a lot of farms.
Yeah, it's like literally like a one road town.
Yeah, so I don't particularly love this image, and my town is actually a smidge bigger than that. But it's also there to provide you with the information of like what all locations and services.
Sure. Heath, you might, and I'm sorry.
What?
You cut out.
You froze up.
Yeah. Adam's frozen. Oh, he disappeared.
He.
Ooh. Okay, you're
froze
back.
up and cut
I was
out.
worried.
Oh,
Adam.
I'm cut. I cut out.
Scared
Yeah.
me.
Oh hell, oh, shit.
You're still laggy.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Lost him.
Yeah, yeah. My whole computer keeps hauling up.
Do you need to restart it?
Take that as a yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, you better restart that shiz.
Try turning it off and on again.
In fact, restart your modem while you're doing that, or your router. I mean. Only thing is, he's also the one that's hosting this call.
Don't think that'll matter.
No?
I don't. But because as long as y'all don't drop the call, I think I can get back into it.
Okay. Wonders of science.
Well, if you're gonna do that, I mean, you're gonna restart your shit.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. How? I mean, just general question to anybody who might be able to help me with this. For some reason, my computer, the one that I use for Roll20, it never used to do this, but it like seems like it's got like a 30-second like blackout, like screensaver or whatever. Like how do I change that time? Like, because it's like every 30 seconds if it's inactive, it's like go into black screen, at which I've got it plugged up to my TV, so then it's like a whole to do.
And it
This is only whenever you plug in the HDMI cable to the TV.
No. I mean, like I don't. It's just I don't have any frame of reference for when it only recently started doing this, but it may be because I did some updates and stuff. But I'm just saying it's timing out and like going black screen or going screensaver or whatever way too quick.
Oh yeah, we can switch that, dude. That's on your computer, not the
not Josh's. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'll be over there.
I do want to say I appreciate everybody being so enthusiastic about the gaming night session 1.
Oh, what the fuck? Y'all are in the same place?
He's my roommate.
I did not know that shit.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'll be right over. What?
It's like either they live together or he's a fucking teleporter.
Fucking wizard.
Yeah, no.
My brain was like, oh, he's gonna do some like VPN or something. Like
no, he's my
screen
roommate.
share shit. All right, learning new stuff every day, son.
He's the roommate I wanted that I had to suffer through 2 shittier roommates to get to.
The good ones are worth waiting for.
Hey, plug your shit up, man. Where's your power?
Oh yeah. I had to move everything
why.
in here. No,
That is why. I'm telling you why. I am a tech professional.
Yeah, but I mean like tech professional in the sense that you just tell people to turn their shit off and on again.
That's 90% of what the tech
I'm
profession
kidding.
is.
No. I mean, it resolves a lot of problems.
I'm just busting your balls, John.
There we go. All right.
Just busting your balls.
Okay, so hey, this is how it's going to work now. I said.
Did everybody else just freeze?
Yeah, well, they froze for me, Heath and
Yeah, me too.
am I still lagging? Is this better?
You don't appear to be.
Okay.
Seems all right.
Now Heath is frozen, John.
Well, you know what? Fuck him.
We don't need him. Oh, John just blew my mind.
Right.
I didn't realize they were roommates.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn teleporter.
Yeah, actually, Adam's in the other room too, and so is Cam.
No,
It's a really big house.
Yep, we all live together.
Yeah.
y'all joke, but I used to have 5 roommates, so like it's rough.
Heath might need to turn. What I was trying to tell him before I lagged up is that Heath needs to turn down the quality that he's outputting of his video, because he's processing a lot more. You know.
Yeah. How do you do that in Hangouts, by the way?
So when you highlight over your video, there'll be like a little thing that looks like a bar's
little
icon.
side ribbon.
No, it's like up there next to where you turn the camera off, or
the cog.
Oh. It says adjust bandwidth usage.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
And then you can,
I see. What do you have yours set to?
I always have mine set to medium when I'm DMing.
Gotcha. Okay. Give me a second.
Yo.
Hey.
Perfect timing. Bruh, I came back on right when you went to walk out.
No, he's coming to help you.
We're having you adjust your bandwidth.
Yeah, this computer has been like dropping internet a lot.
Yeah, because it's taking much more processing power to actually render in a much higher format for your resolution. There you go. We're putting you in low.
Okay.
There you go.
Sweet. Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.
I am like a technological baby. Like if John didn't live with me, I'd be fucked.
You're like my mom.
I mean, I'm probably.
Emily, how do I use the remote?
Polar opposites. I mean, I'm the tech, he's the customer.
Yeah, all right.
That's how much of a polar opposite.
Okay, so we're all good.
I think we're all good now.
Okay, so I gave you, or I explained to you that you've got your little handout, but the town's going to be different, whatever. So so far as what we're doing as the party, you all pulled up just outside Oakhurst, and you see these 2 young boys in their cart with Hall & Oates painted on it run across the road, and when they see you, they slow up and turn back around and approach you.
And we're on our wagon, right? On our cart.
They are no longer being chased.
Well, I mean, you didn't see.
Or are they just joyriding? It seems. I don't know.
Well, you don't know. That's what I'm saying. You didn't see.
So they came like a bat out of hell across the road, then like held up, and then came back. Is now coming back towards us.
Yes,
flexing.
Yeah, I mean, that's fun. Weird flex, but okay.
They look like teenagers.
Yeah, it's like Kid Rock and Joe Dirt, like when he like peels out and like does all that dirt flowing for no reason.
It's almost exactly like that. No, I mean, like you don't know. I mean, they were moving pretty fast across the road, but they saw you and they kind of whoa and spun back around to approach you. And that, yeah, you asked their age. They look to be like in their teens, like early teens.
Okay.
No, we can't. Yeah, nothing.
Still no.
No, dude.
No.
You're talking to nothing, man.
Mute yourself, bro.
He sounds like
You look
he's
crazy.
doing do-ahs. Like
Do 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 do.
Can't
What was that from?
Can.
Mentos air freshener. That's what it was.
Yes. I was like, it's a commercial that was kind of oldish.
Yeah. That's 30 years old now.
I don't want to talk about it. Oh God.
Your hair's growing fast, Emily.
Oh yeah, it grows super fast. It's
Yeah, mine does too.
be able to donate it again in another year probably.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've donated mine. I used to have really long
Yeah.
hair before you knew me. But
Hey, Cam. Here's what you want to do, ma'am. Down at the very bottom right where your time and date is located, to the left of that is your system icons, okay? You're going to look for your volume icon. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, okay. If that's the case, up at the top right is going to be your volume icon. You should be able to click on it, and there should be some sort of, I can't remember what the fuck it's called on a Mac, but it's some sort of playback devices where you can adjust the default.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're not on a Mac anymore. So, okay. So the original instructions. At the bottom right is your time and date. Okay. To the left of that is your system icons. You're going to look for your speaker. All right. It's going to be
The bottom right.
Bottom right. Yep. And you're just going to go ahead and right click that shit. And do you see anything regarding playback devices? Are you on a Windows 7 or Windows 10?
He can't answer you. He's probably open.
That's all right. He's got fingers.
Windows
There
10.
you go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, go to right click that and go to
open sound
settings.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. And then from there, under input subheader, you're going to change that to your microphone for your input device. So you got that, right? That's right click the volume button, open sound settings. From that window, under the input subheader, you're going to change your input device to your microphone. Nah, dog. I can't hear shit.
You could hear him when he first joined the call. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you got to restart your computer.
Try unplugging your headphones and plugging them back in.
Yeah, they might have actually gotten loosened. I mean, if they were working now and then they stopped.
Or the mic.
Yeah, does the mic actually, because I don't actually see it over your face. Did you like?
Is it flipped up?
Is it flipped up? Because mine flips up and disables.
He's using a snowball.
Oh, he's using a snowball. Okay. Make sure all the cords are connected in the back. I mean, power on. Shows a little red light.
Yeah, this is really funny to me because like I was literally just discussing going back to school to get like an IT degree. I'm like, this will be it.
I'm doing.
This is exactly what IT degree is. Yeah.
I just started this last semester doing that.
Where are you at, Will?
Hattiesburg.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
y'all South people.
part of the house.
Are you for real?
What do you mean all y'all South people? You live in Jackson, Mississippi.
Y'all are all south of me.
Yeah, but you in Jackson, Mississippi.
Y'all south of me.
That's pretty damn south.
Still quite southern.
Indubitably.
Mass over there, and let me see. I don't know what they call Hattiesburgians.
So you nailed it.
There you go.
Patty's Burgers.
No, we're having.
Yeah, we're the Hattie Burgers.
I mean, for real, there's like shirts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really actually do like y'all. You talk about branding in the Curse campaign. Hattiesburg actually has really good branding. Like their whole color scheme and all of their sale banners and stuff are really nice. So good on y'all.
Oh well, thank you.
Hattiesburg's a cute little town when it wants to be.
Yeah, we got
if we
style.
could just get rid of all these old people that are hell bent on making it a retirement town. What
about now?
Yeah.
Yay!
Proud of
Finally.
you.
There you
Finally.
go.
All right,
Just gotta drop
sorry.
the ball.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all it was. Okay.
All righty. So now that Cam is with us, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey.
How's Shep?
There were so many things that I said that eventually I started yelling, "Can you fucking hear me?" And nobody said anything. I thought you were just ignoring me. I was like, "Oh, great."
So many words just lost.
I mean, we can be dicks, but we're not that level of dicks. You know?
All right, but the main thing was in regard to the cart turning around and coming back to us. Shep kind of slinks down in the wagon as low as he can. I'm sure he's not going to get completely out of sight, but he gives it his best effort.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're not going to think you're a man eater, so don't worry.
And now we're good.
Yeah. So I mean, that's cool. I mean, they're not like attacking you or anything.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just attention. Like he realizes they turned around to come back, and so he's like,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel you. So yeah, they spin their Joe Dirt tires and turn around back to approach you. I mean, they're not like being like aggressive, trying to show off or anything. They're just, as far as you know, they're just curious and trying to talk to you.
Oakhurst Drift.
I guess to say, hello there, fine boys. What is it that you are moving at such insane speeds for? Where are you going off to? And then, hello.
In that order.
Well, hey, my name's Rory. This is my buddy here. Forgot his name. Hold on. Gendry. This is my buddy Gendry. You see our little cart here. It says hauling oats. It's a big farming area around here, and we're hauling oats. That's what we do. We haul oats to people's towns. We was hauling some oats to a farm nearby, and I don't even know how to describe to you really what we saw. It looked like weird little tree people.
Oh, that is quite interesting, as we just broke some sticks ourselves.
Like you killed the tree people?
Yes, we took care of them.
Oh, well, shoot, man. Don't tell my dad I said damn. But that's good. I mean, we're pretty young. We don't know what tree people's all about. So we was just, we got scared, man. It's, I ain't never messed with no tree people before, but when we saw y'all, we was like, hey, that's a bunch of people there. They might be able to protect us,
Well, we have done away with the threats that we have seen so far. We shall definitely do our best to keep these things at bay. But what is the name of the town that you are? We know that already, don't we? You are from Oakhurst, yes?
Yeah. I'm from Oakhurst. Me and Gendry both are. My daddy's the blacksmith over there, and Gendry's daddy's he works at the bar at the Old Boar Inn.
At the Old Boar Inn.
And Gendry,
what a charming name for such an establishment.
And Gendry kind of smiles at that, and he's obviously the shy one, and he's like, "Oh well, thanks. I think my dad will appreciate that."
Have you, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, perhaps we can ride into town together and make sure that we protect each other as we go into the town.
Yeah, I mean, we luckily we had already dropped off our oats and we was on the way back, so that'd be great if y'all want to ride in town with us. What's y'all's names, by the way? Like I said, I'm Rory and this is Gendry.
My name is Stiletto Note, and I am of the Song of the Blade. These are my new friends. I will let them introduce themselves forthwith.
Before you do that, can I don't mean to be offensive, but like, you're a cat person.
Tabaxi is the preferred name, but yes, I am a cat person.
I ain't never seen no cat person. You look real cool.
I am the coolest.
I mean, just looking at, no offense to y'all, but looking around at your party, I think you do look like the coolest, other than that edgy looking feller over there.
Well, he is our quiet one. But yes, that is.
What's his name? What's your name, edgy feller? I'm talking to Will.
Baranor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What about, is that a dad burn Sasquatch?
Squanch, all right.
He's a squanch? Y'all got a damn squanch? Don't tell my daddy I said damn. He will tear my hide up. But hey, what's up? But you look like you're hiding. We ain't nothing but 13-year-old boys. I don't think you got nothing to be scared of.
Don't worry about him. He does not like people very well. He's scared of people, I should say. He is a harmless Sasquatch, yes, as you have duly noted. His name is Shep, and perhaps he will warm up to you at a later time.
Yeah, hey, well, you a big fella, man. You could probably find some work in town.
You hear that? You hear that, Shep? You could find some work. You could do some things, and it would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we just a farm community, but we, anytime we find a strong back, we'll pay them what we can. Anyways, who the rest of y'all? I'm sorry, I'm all nervous because the twig people.
I'm Valeria. You can call me Val.
Well, hey there, Val. Are you a demon?
You're 13.
Who asked
You're 13,
that?
so I'm not
Rory?
going to say what I wanted to say.
That was Rory who asked that.
No, Gendry piped up and like.
So I said, now Gendry, that is, I am new to this place, but I do not think that is an appropriate thing to be asking. A demon is quite a foul creature. Surely, my new friend, and I look over to her, kind of like questioning in my eyes too. You are not a demon.
Of course not. Only
Well, I'm sorry.
I suppose it depends on who you ask, and she kind of winks at.
I like that. and then Gendry's like, I'm real sorry. He's the higher pitched one. Gendry is. I'm real sorry about that. I mean, as people I might have thought was demons go, you're a pretty cute one.
Thanks, love. Appreciate it. You're adorable, also. But yeah, this is us. Oh wait, no, we got a couple more.
Yep, you do.
Yes. My name is Zoltan.
Wait, is that damn old Firenze? And Firenze's like, yes, it's me. And he's like, oh, hell yeah, Firenze's cool, man. He comes and plays at the bar sometimes. He's damn good on that lute. He's a musician, y'all. He didn't tell y'all that?
There's a lot of things he didn't tell us, but hopefully we'll get down to the nuts and bolts of it.
Well, he is kind of a secretive guy. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Mr. T.
Mr. T. I love it. That's great, Mr. T. Yes, my name is Zoltan Tobes.
Well, it's nice to meet all y'all. I mean, we've been gabbing away here for a minute. I'm liable to do that sometimes, but we would love to have you accompany us into town and make sure we don't get killed by tree monster people.
We do that.
You lead the way.
All right, well, come on, follow me. And they hitch their wagon up back onto the road and kind of poking at each other and giggling and stuff. Start to lead you into Oakhurst. That was fun.
This land smells like wet dog.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever played Dragon Age?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. So you guys see the map?
Yeah.
All right. So you all come in from the, you can see which direction you came. The road leading out to the right. And as you pull in, they kind of sidle up next to you, and Rory says, "Well, welcome to the bustling metropolis that is Oakhurst. We just a little farming town and stuff, but like I said, there's a bar. That's Gendry's Daddy's joint over yonder. We got some stores and a blacksmith and some horses and dogs, and we got a shrine, and then of course there's the mayor's office. So I mean, I don't know what y'all coming to Oakhurst for."
What were we told by?
Yeah, I rewatched the video and I've already forgot.
You came to Oakhurst to gather information to lead you to the Sunless Citadel.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, that.
What do we know about the Sunless? Like, that's just where he just said that they would know where the Sunless Citadel is, and that's where our
he said it was nearby. Oakhurst was like the nearest town to it.
Right, but the reason we're going to the Citadel is because that's where our training starts. Right, that's our first.
Well, yeah, but also to retrieve an object of immense power known as the prism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't need to tell them that.
Yeah, well, no, I'm telling you, the player.
Right. Well, I think that the thing that we should do is go to the mayor and maybe introduce ourselves and start there.
Ferenze kind of halts you there, and he's like, "Actually, gentlemen and ladies, I would suggest first let's go to the what?"
There's two ladies.
Ladies, excuse me. I would suggest first let's go to the Old Bory, and as you know, as you've gathered, I'm at least somewhat known to these parts, and the bartender is a friend of mine, and that can be kind of our jumping off point, and where we can meet back up.
Besides,
gather your information.
In a bar, they get libations, make loose lips. Might be able to get some interesting info there.
Well, I have never been one to turn down a spirit, so perhaps this is the thing we should do.
All right. Well, I'm glad you agree.
Is there a mayor to this town?
Yes,
but we are not to go there yet.
We'll go to the bar. That will be our home base while you're in Oakhurst. And then from there, you can gather information as you all see fit. And he leads you to the Old Boar Inn, which the boys are like, oh, okay, cool. We was going to go towards that way anyways. I got to drop Gendry off, so that's cool. You guys can see everything's labeled on the map for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was making sure it wasn't just on my GM level. Yeah, so everybody goes to the Old Boar Inn. You see a couple of horses posted outside. You hear some dogs barking. As you travel through the small town, you notice that there's a few people milling around, mostly human and halflings. There seem to be more halflings here, even maybe than humans. And maybe if not more than at least a noticeable amount. Like you see that, like, okay, there's a lot of halflings and a lot of humans here. So you all approach the Old Boar Inn. It is a, old wooden, quite lived in bar, you know, and it's obviously it's the only bar in town, so it's where everybody goes from around here to cool off and to get their libations, as you called them. It seems quite homey, but fairly small, you know. With a, you know, the hanging like sign out front with a boar that is covered in gray hair.
Firenze walks in and they say like Norm, basically.
Well, actually,
Okay.
Firenze does go in first, and you guys see that there are, you know, there's not a ton of people here. There's probably 10 or so residents of the town. It's did we determine what time it was? It's like afternoon, right? Because we had left early in the morning, but we had traveled for a little bit, and then you had your flight.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like you know, early afternoon-ish, like 3, we'll say 3, 4 o'clock. But yeah, when you walk in, you know, several people like kind of turn. You are quite a weird-looking party, to be frank. And upon seeing Firenze, like 3 or 4 of the patrons start giving huzzahs, like, oh, yeah, it's Firenze. Like, yeah, he's back.
Ah, yes, the sound of fanfare. This is the thing that I live for. I'm just kind of whispering this to Val. This is it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I fucking love you. But yeah, Firenze, upon that occurring, Firenze gives a deep, showy bow, you know, and the bartender says, "Oi, Firenze, how you been doing there, mate?" And Firenze's like, "Oh, I've been quite well, thank you." And he approaches the bar where he doesn't even have to ask for a drink. The guy immediately pours him a drink, knowing what he prefers. He grabs a drink and he goes and settles in a stool and pulls out his loot. But before he does, he turns to all of you and he says, "All right, well, I am your instructor, but I am not here to do the work for you. So this, as I've said, is our meeting point. So it is your duty at this point to gather all the information you can concerning the Sunless Citadel and the state of the town in general, its location. And then however you decide to do that, come back, meet with me and report, and we will proceed from there." And he starts tuning up his loot, and people are like clapping and excited. I mean, this is a real treat for them. This is a fucking backwater, you know. And he starts playing some songs or whatever, and leaves you guys to determine your course of action.
Note is like very much resisting the urge to pull out her horn and join in with Firenze, like, because she knows that she wasn't asked to do it. She's like trying to be respectful, but she's like really, really like you can see her just kind of like going for the horn. Like, no, do not do it. We have more than 40 things to do. No.
So Gendry, or actually Rory and Gendry walk in after parking their cart, and kind of come and tug on since what's his name? Zoltan. Since Zoltan was like driving the cart, they come and like tug on his robe and say, hey, mister, you want me to put your cart up in the stable?
Yes, don't scratch it. Don't touch anything.
Kind of just like park right in front of the door like an asshole. I mean a butthole. and the bartender is like, "Hey, language."
Oh, that must be his. What did he call him? His daddy? His daddy?
Well, that's his daddy, not my daddy, but he gets on to me sometimes too.
Daddy. Daddy. I think it's supposed to be daddy.
It's very. This is a very difficult thing for me to say. It's daddy. Dad.
Nailed it. No, got it in one. Good on you.
Thank you. I am what type of performer. This is the thing I do.
So,
I am the best at making the voices.
Well, apparently. But yeah, so he kind of turns back to Zoltan. It's like, "All right, well," and like pauses there, like obviously waiting for a tip, you know.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and
barking up the wrong tree.
On that, I'm going to go ahead and pull out a coin and just hold it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and shave off the edges of it and like put it in his palm.
You give him gold flakes?
Good gold flakes.
And he like looks at you like confused and is like, well, I mean, it's still gold. And he puts it in his pocket.
If that's what they do in the big city.
Yeah, I guess. Well, look, we're gonna take it over to the stable over here. It's not far from the bar. I'm gonna go and do whatever I want to do. But Gendry, his daddy works here, so Gendry will be here. If you need to get your cart, just tell Gendry, he'll come get me. So y'all have fun, have a good time, and again, thanks for protecting us from them twig monsters. And he like turns towards the bartenders like, hey, these fellers and ladies they seem like good people. We was real scared of some stuff, but I'll let Gendry tell you about it. And he runs out the door. And gets your cart and takes it to the stable.
I lean over to. Well, I guess we should all just get like a table together, kind of on our own. Yes. You want?
Or you can sit at the bar. I mean, the bar's
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we need to actually speak to someone.
I mean, it's whatever.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, out of character, I think it would be a good idea for Zoltan to set up shop here.
Oh, yeah.
You could like collect.
Well, that's actually that's actually what I wanted to actually speak to the mayor about, because wouldn't I actually need a permit to?
Right.
Well, how about y'all get a table by yourselves?
Right.
For the time being, so that you can discuss kind of where you want to go from here.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So I'm assuming you asked the barkeep if you can have a table.
Do we have to ask the barkeep for a table? What kind of establishment is this? I do not say
Val says, you guys go find a table. I'll get drinks. What everybody want? Just ale or what you want?
See if they have any tej.
Tej?
Yes, of course. You must know of the tej. It's the most beautiful and succulent drink that ever was.
Would Val know what that is? I don't know what that is.
Probably not. Like, probably nobody would know what tej is. Like, this is her being like out of her element completely. Like, assuming that this
is like a Cholton thing.
That this drink must be everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Gendry like overhears that and he's like, I don't think you're gonna have no luck with that, man. We pretty think they call it rural, meaning we ain't got much of shit, right? I mean, stuff. And his dad's like, language.
Well, I did like that Moon Age Daydream. Perhaps you could see if they have some of that on the tap.
Gendry, do you know?
I ain't never heard of that.
God damn it! Why is it that every character I play can never get a drink that they want?
I don't know, man. It's your lot in life. I will say though that Moon Age Daydream does not exist anywhere except the Yawning Portal.
Well, does like the Bowie Brewery have like one that they distribute across the you can only get a crowd control in Hattiesburg, but like you could get a Susie B just about anywhere.
The only product that they have from the Bowie Brewery, which apparently is now an in-canon thing, is Black Star Lager.
Yes, I would take one of those. It's a nice light beer or ale for so early in the day.
It ain't that light. It's called Black Star for a reason.
Black Star Lager. It's gonna be light.
Yeah, it should be a.
But it's like as dark as a lager can be.
Yeah, she's like just wants a beer at this point. Like,
yeah.
I'll see what they got. I'll get you the good stuff. All right. How about that?
Yes.
Anybody else need something? Yeah.
Shep doesn't come into the bar at all. Shep actually kind of slides up beside this building over here and peeks through the window to see what's going on.
Okay. That is Shep. Well, I don't know whether Shep will be able to determine this or not. He's really isolated and doesn't know much about how regular people work. But that, I will tell you, the player, is a shrine of healing It's a small. I mean, it's got a churchy vibe, but it's really small. It could probably only house 20 or 30 people at a time. For their probably weekly services or whatever. They're not in service currently. There are windows around it. Look nice, stained glass windows that somebody obviously took care and took time to give to this building. But that kind of obscures your view a little bit. You see kind of the fuzzy shape of what appears to be a child or a very small person.
Okay. Shep's gonna inch a little closer. I don't know where the front door is, but
it's on the north side.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll stay here for a minute. Y'all go about what you're doing. He's just kind of getting the feel for.
Well, I mean, there is a Rottweiler 10 feet from you, so he immediately starts just barking his ass off.
Can we get rid of the turtle
That is a huge fucking Rottweiler.
Yeah,
bigger than all the horses.
Yeah, he wasn't intended to actually be horse-sized. It was just the image that I
is a horse-sized dog.
I will say he's he's a very large Rottweiler, obviously a guard dog.
Yeah, he's
big
pretty damn big.
I don't know if I should say this or it should just be known, but in populated surroundings like this, Shep is doing his best to keep a low profile.
Yeah, but being what you are, I don't think you're going to be incredibly successful at that. But you're welcome to try.
Okay.
But that dog is barking at you.
No, he's not. But 23 says otherwise, DM.
That dog, it was weird because the dog smelled something, started barking, and then when you started edging around the corner, he took a nap.
That bark was the last bit of energy he had.
He
was already half asleep and he just went.
Yeah, it wasn't even proper bark. It was like puppy dreams.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since Zoltan's taking a bathroom break, I am also going to pee real quick, and then we'll let this dog eat you.
I did not have a hold of the voice tonight. That's for sure.
It's fine. I mean, you're doing all right. You haven't been fucking up.
You could pretty much
weird voice,
yeah, it's a combination of different things.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly, man. It's easy to lose it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially playing other games,
Oh my gosh.
Right. DMing other games when you have to have multiple different voices.
Yeah, but that's why I picked her to be from Cholt. Because it's I'm doing a lot of Cholt voices anyways. But I forget that you just meet the most random shit in Cholt. There's not a consistent voice in Cholt because it's tons of random shit.
Okay.
I should have played a drum.
You would have died in that battle.
Yeah, I would have.
2 hit points.
I would have died because my throat would have exploded.
Yeah. Is John back? No.
Now go ahead with Shep's scene.
Okay, yeah. So the dog oddly just decides to take a nap as you start to come around the corner of the building.
Okay. Well, Shep's gonna ease his way up right to the door and kind of kneel down and look through the door.
There's nothing to look through. It's a solid door.
Okay, so the door's closed. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like a double door.
It's like a door.
He's
I mean, it's think like a church. It's a double door that has the two handles that you can pull it towards you to open it.
right. So he's gonna just kind of barely pull one open, just enough to try and look inside.
You look inside and you see it's fairly dark. There's candles and stuff lit at different alcoves. You notice that there, as I said, there are many different alcoves that seem to be to different gods. So a smarter man might realize this is probably like a non-denominational shrine. And you also see a gnome woman in robes of white. And she's like, sweeping the floor, kind of just tending to the, cleaning of the church shrine.
So since it's just this little bitty person, Shep's going to pull the door open the rest of the way and step through.
All right. And you hear, oh!
Scares her to death.
Yeah. I mean, she like literally jumps and turns towards you and then like tries to regather her composure and says, oh, hi. Can I help you?
And now that he's inside, he's going to kneel down and just look at her and say, what do here?
Well, this is a shrine. It's a non-denominational shrine. Anyone who wants to come worship can worship. You can call me Corky. My real name's Dim Naggle, but it doesn't really roll off the tongue. All my friends call me Corky. And I'm a priest of Pelor. I don't know if you know anything about the god Pelor. I'd be more than willing to talk to you about him, but as I said, this is a non-denominational shrine, so any way you want to worship is totally fine here, as long as it doesn't involve violence or anything of that nature.
I think Shep probably understood, 15% of that?
God.
Too many syllables.
What?
Too many words at once.
What God?
Oh, man.
No, he's not asking which God. He's asking what is God.
I know, but she doesn't.
He doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't know that. You just said what God.
So she says, "Oh, whichever one you want."
And he just kind of holds his hand up and says, "What God?" Like, give me a little more here.
Well, that's tough. A God is a very powerful being that people pray to and like take solace from, and you can almost call it like a crutch. Like we religious people, we have beings that we put our trust in, and like when we have problems, we ask them for help.
Why?
This girl is so hippie, man.
Because we're, well, to be frank, because we're all weak and we're all a little broken, and
this is so deep, man. What's happening?
With Shep.
And we're, I mean, sometimes people can't solve their problems on their own, so they need to believe that there's some kind of outside source that might help them out.
It's like, why?
Yeah, it's like, no way.
How?
God help me.
Well, which one? Why or how?
That was me. I was joking around. God help me.
So you asked how?
No, he
said God not help me.
No, God help me, like with a question inflection.
Oh, okay.
Like, God help me.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what God you might be interested in, or I mean, there's a lot of different gods, so they all potentially help in different ways.
Heath, I got a question.
Yeah, baby.
Can you give us a brief rundown of all the gods in 5e lore?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it would help me. It would help me.
It's cool. We'll take 30 minutes.
So, all right. I will say that if this is what you want, Shep, she is a super patient, super like heady, open-minded religious person. So if you want to spend a half hour of her like sitting there trying to explain religion and all the various gods,
just drags out a tome as big as her.
Yeah, I mean, like she's got the resources to do that, but I'm not gonna role play it.
Oh man. Check your player's handbook.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
to page 323.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying she's a very helpful. Like her job is to help people who have questions at the shrine or whatever. So like she will talk to you as long as you want to talk.
Okay, so to avoid taking away from too much more of the story, Shep's gonna end up sitting down like Indian style with this little gnome lady.
That's adorable.
And just kind of get coached up on gods. Maybe whatever she knows about, however many gods she knows about. He's very interested in this god that helps people just because they ask.
Okay.
They ask for help and God helps. He's all about that.
I love that Shep is seeking religious experience.
He's just curious. He's just a curious
yeah.
Sam Squatch.
He just like literally stumbled in, he just like literally stumbled into like a life-changing situation.
Yeah.
That's
With
what
a
happened.
little tiny little gnome.
Meanwhile, back at the end.
Yeah. Oh, are you still getting echo off of me?
No, it's better now.
No,
Okay.
you're good, man.
So can we
that
just talk,
happened.
can we just players for a second, like not in character?
Yeah, sure.
So like we got to figure some shit out, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
What do you? I mean, John, what do you think about setting up shop and collecting rumors that way?
Yes, we can actually definitely do that. I actually really dig that. I kind of had that idea. I was going to go to speak to the mayor about it since I saw it as like mayor's office, but that's entirely up at the.
I mean, if you're trying to do like a
GM's discretion as far as that, yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to do like a,
can I just drop shop right now?
just listen to me. If you're trying to do like pursuing some kind of business venture, like this is just a bar. Like there are actual shops in the town.
Right.
No. It's not like he's not trying to make any money. It's like if he sets up shop, he's got like a traveling cart that he can flop open and serve serve trinkets out. Yeah. Right. That's what he does.
Cart is now at the stable.
I can bring it back out.
You just listen for a second.
You are not in this game, you motherfucker.
No, I know, but you're missing what we're trying to suggest. Like we're in the bar talking right now, and then he could go get his cart and set it up like in the town square or in the center of the town, and he's got all these like unique trinkets to sell to the town. Like he's like a snake oil salesman almost, you know. And he, in the process of that, collect rumors and information that way as people come to visit him. He like can strike up conversations with them. It's not about making any money or anything like that. It's about, hey, here's this kind of weird exotic dude with all these like weird, unique little curiosities.
Yeah, he's curio.
You can certainly approach in that method.
For sure. Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead.
Well, what about Farinor and Val? How do you guys want to go about getting information? What are you thinking?
I don't really know. I mean,
talk to some of the shopkeepers because they sure as won't be coming around.
Val's gonna flip a coin to see if she wants to head to the shrine or to the brothel.
I was thinking we go to the brothel and put on a show. Since old boy's got this gig already tied up.
That's an option.
I forgot I put a fucking brothel in this town.
I was really surprised. I was like, this is a tiny ass village and it's got a brothel. There must be some
there's like one girl there. There's like
exactly.
That's just ragged out.
She got like 4 teeth in her head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do. Yeah. Look. Hold on. I do want you to understand.
As long as they're 4 molars, it's all good.
It's probably like Gendry's mom or something like that.
Yeah, it's like really just like a husband and a wife. Like nobody comes to the brothel. And...
Well, look, no.
Customer walks through the door. You want my wife or the cow?
Okay, so
the cow. I don't blame you.
Or the tree. It's called the Oaken Rod. Like there's a tree out back for the ladies. It's got this branch on it, you know.
This is terrible. Look, hear me out, guys. Okay, I made you this map on the fly, kind of. But I do want you to understand, like this is merely like kind of think of it as like the business district, if you will. It's like where everything all the like shops and everything are at. But think of Oakhurst more as like a county.
Yeah.
So
like you said, it's a farming place, so there's going to be farms and different houses.
So, I mean, like it's much larger than just this town, but like what I've given you to interact with is just the town center, as it were. But it's a like 1,000-person county. It's actually 900
less.
Yeah, we're just joshing around a little bit, but yeah, it's clear that this is not where like most of the people of the town live. I mean, there's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like people, the places people live sprawl outward from this place.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, like there's a larger population than the size of the map would lead you to believe.
Yeah, we got it. We good.
Right. So, but I would, where are we going from here? Because I mean, you just keep in mind you are on an information gathering mission, so it would behoove you to go and like check out these locations and.
Well, that's what that's what we're thinking. Like,
yeah.
We'll go to the brothel, collect some information there. Shep is. Well, we'll see if he can accidentally stumbles on information. Zoltan, you can go to the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
And then set up shop, and then Farinor. I don't know if you want to. Yeah, I think John made a good point. Is that the other stores aren't going to come out?
Right?
They're going to be open doing their business, so you could go check in with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Farinor, what do you plan on doing? Because if you don't do that, then you can at least talk to the mayor if need be.
Well, you're going to go talk to the mayor anyway, right?
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't. That's what I was asking. Heath about whether I'll just drop shop or speak to the mayor first.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Oh, okay.
Val's going to suggest err on the side of caution. Let's go talk to the mayor first.
I definitely think you should go talk to the
mayor. Yeah. Okay. Definitely going to go talk to the mayor.
Maybe we'll split up after we all talk to the mayor. We'll introduce ourselves, kind of let them know that we're here doing an investigation.
That's prudent.
And then we can split up from there.
That's smart.
I mean, do we collect Shep? I noticed that our big man, our big show, is not with us. We cannot lose the star of our new traveling band of gypsies. He is the man beast that will be our star attraction. You see.
I haven't seen any pitchforks or torches go by, so I think nobody's come across him yet.
Well, Gendry is still nearby you guys, and he kind of pipes up and he's like, "Hey, I saw your big hairy man. Seemed like he was walking over towards the shrine. He'll probably be safe over there. They don't do no violence or nothing. It's church.
It's church.
It's church. All right.
All right. Well, let's go to the mayor then, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he will have anything relevant to say to the mayor.
Yeah, Shep's not at all interested in what y'all are doing. He was going to tell you to go on anyway.
All right.
I mean, are you stopping at the shrine to talk to him or no?
No.
Yeah.
He's good. There's only so many places he could go anyways if he leaves.
Right, just let him play with his crayons and shit.
The thing is to make him feel like he is important and he is doing his own business. I think this is important for him.
So you all descend upon kind of the entrance to the largest building in town.
We descend.
Fucking vampire.
Yeah, like with weapons drawn. Like, we're here, motherfucker.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Let's go murder hobo on Oakhurst.
Yeah.
Let's just do it, man.
I mean, I will kill you. I will straight up do it.
But guards are level 10.
I mean, and there's a bunch of them.
Also, 50 guards. The entire population is an actually trained army.
Exactly.
No, but I mean, being that it's the mayor's office, you think they don't have like some folks there? It's also like it's so. Look, you guys start to approach, and you notice it is the largest building in town. And I'll just tell you, it is. I mean, the mayor's office and the constable and jail are all in one big building. So I mean, you can kind of gather from the outside that like, oh, this is also the town jail. So you approach and you're a weird looking party. So I have one token, I think, or I have two. But the guards see you and immediately, like, the one with the spear and the shield, like, raises his spear, and the archer, like, knocks his bow, and the one with the spear says, "Oi, what business have you with the mayor?"
Hello, gents.
Yes, this is highly unnecessary. I do not think that we need to start off our exchange of words with such unpleasantness. Please, know your weapons.
I don't mean to be unpleasant, but the town's been a smidge tense lately, and there are reasons for that.
Oh,
I'm sorry if you'll forgive me. I'm Jeff, the head of the mayor's guard. This is the mayor's office and jail all in one facility. What can I do for you?
Oh, go ahead.
Hello, Jeff. We're actually traveling with Forense, the bard guy. Yeah, you know of him?
Oh, you know Forense?
Yes, yeah. We actually just wanted to stop by and introduce ourselves and see if there was anything we could do to be of assistance. We're a helpful group. That's what we are about, right? Right, going.
Yes, that was
true.
Quite good. Yes.
You said that there was that the population was tense. What is that all about?
Well, there's been rumors lately of. I know I sound silly even saying it, but
oh no, go on.
Go on. Some of the farmers have said some of their plant life has seemingly come to a life and been quite hostile, as though there's some kind of plant monsters out there. I mean, half the town thinks it's rubbish and they're just old codgers, but some people are scared.
No, we can confirm that is indeed a true thing, as we have come across these animated. Animated.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, animated.
Yes, treatings that have become quite a nuisance, not only for us, but some of your town's sons.
Yeah, Gendry and what was his name? Rory. We met up with them. They saw some too, yeah.
Oh, those little hobgoblins.
Rory. That's it. Sorry.
They're all right. They just, they're teenagers. They run around. They've got jobs, but they're little assholes sometimes, to be frank.
But they were quite the gentlemen to us. They brought us here and welcomed us with the open arms. Quite frankly, much more open armed than you.
Again, I did apologize. I'm sorry, but I am head of security, and you guys are well armed.
And she does like a very over the top bow, or kind of like a little curtsy bow. Stiletto note at your service. I just like to give a hard time. We are here, as my new friend Val said, to introduce ourselves and perhaps help with some of the troubles that this little hamlet has been experiencing. Yes?
Well, that may be beneficial, actually. I don't want to say too much. I'll just let the mayor explain. Is it only the three of you that have come to town, and Forense, of course?
No, there are two others with us.
And we're not all there?
I mean, where's token?
I just assumed.
Will doesn't move his token. He just assumes that he's with us.
Oh, well, your token is your representation.
He's on auto run.
On auto run. He's holding X just to keep up with the party.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Farinor.
Well, nice to meet your acquaintance. Sorry for the unpleasantness. Look, you got to understand, the town's a bit on edge. The mayor himself is a bit on edge. I can't let all of you in there. I can at most let two of you in to talk with him.
That is ridiculous. I have never heard of such a thing. Why could we not go in there?
Because I'm the head of security.
Okay.
I can't just let a well-armed group of adventurers walk into the mayor's office and potentially assassinate him.
Look.
Jeff. Listen, I would not need more than the one.
It just
well, you're not
just like nudging.
Let me handle this. Jeff, you seem like a very cautious sort. Tell me, what is your favorite color? You like gold?
I do, but I don't know how much I like your implication.
Well, I was thinking that I have many things on my cart that I can sit and sell you at a discount. We were looking for any chance. Yeah, exactly.
I don't need your fucking statuettes.
Oh no! It's many different things. Many things that you could find of use. Do you have family here?
That's none of your concern.
So Note like pulls out her rapier and just fling, like throws it in the ground. Says, "There. Does that make things much better? I am no longer armed."
Yeah, you aren't.
Well,
I mean, whoever's going inside, you're not going in with your arms either way. I mean, your weapons. You can keep your arms.
Val's gonna say, all right, Jeff. You know what? You're totally right. I understand your hesitation. You. This is your job. You're doing it great. I'm gonna go in and back out. I will let you know. We do have one more that's traveling with us. And he's a bit of, we look a little odd. He's definitely an oddball. So I'm gonna go find him, and I'll let you three decide who's the two to go speak to the mayor.
That's all right, because all we're gonna do is just leave our arms here. Is this some sort of cubby, or do I get a ticket or anything?
Yes, of course. And the archer approaches, and if you relinquish them, he gathers your weapons.
I actually give mine to Val. I give my rapier to Val.
Okay.
There you go.
And he kind of eyes you, gives you the hairy eyeball about that. But yeah, I mean the archer guy, his name's Fred. He gathers your weapons, and he says there's a lockbox just inside near the jail, and I will secure them in the lockbox. No one will mess with them. We'll give them back to you as soon as your business is concluded.
This is all right with me. What about the rest of you? Is this okay?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I am currently without weapon.
This is okay.
Okay, so I mean, who are the two that are trying to go in?
Well, it's gonna be all three now. I mean,
yeah.
So we have no threat, Jeff and Fred. Please, this is.
I mean, Val left.
I'm leaving. I'm in the process of leaving. I'm gonna head towards the shrine.
All right, son of a bitch. You don't like listening to the rules, do you? But look, you've shown good faith. You've disarmed yourselves. Look, I'll let all three of you go in, but I do want to say, tread lightly with the mayor. He's a bit on edge, and as the entire town, or at least part of it, is. I don't mean to be rude to you guys, but I am head of security. I can't just let people stroll into the mayor's office, looking like you do. No offense.
I'm just
totally with offense.
Yeah, I'm just a traveling tabaxi. I mean, and this is just a merchant, and this is just a student. I do not see how threatening we could be. In fact, the most threatening of us just left, so I do not see why you should be of such concern. But thank you, Jeff. I understand that you have a job to do, as my friend Val said, so we will be more than gracious as we go in to speak to your mayor.
All right, well, I'll stay here and man my post. Fred will walk you in and introduce you to the mayor.
Okay.
Is that agreeable to you?
Indeed.
All right.
I just clap him on the arm and say, "You're doing a good job."
And he turns to Fred and he's like, "You keep an eye on him." So Fred, opens the door for you and ushers you all come inside. I don't have like maps for the individual buildings, so it's theater of the mind. But you walk in. Fred comes behind you, closes the door, and he says, "I'm sorry about him, guys. He's a bit of a blowhard. But look, I'm sure the mayor will be happy to have your services, whatever they may be. So come on, let me introduce you. He's not a bad guy."
I pull out a gold piece and just kind of like palm it as I shake his hand and say, "Thank you, Fred.
Well, thank you.
This is for you and your family."
Yeah, sweet. He walks you down
one gold piece.
Say what?
This one gold piece is for you and your family.
Well, I mean, these are gold goes a decent way, you know, as far as like purchasing food and stuff.
Yeah, that's a week's worth of food. You know?
Yeah, he can get like 15 bags of rice for that, man.
And they love rice
and oats.
So you get a shit ton of oats.
Yeah.
Well, it's because of the horses that love the oats, but
well, they're missing out on the oatmeal game. I'm telling you.
So look, he walks you down the length of the building. On the right side is the jail. So it's mostly empty. There's it's a fairly rural place. There's a couple of like people in there that were there for drunken, disorderly stuff like that. There's no like big bads lurking in the in the cells or whatever. But on the left seems to be like 3 or 4 doors with offices and town management type stuff. So he walks you down the hall, and the very last office on the left is the mayor's office, and it's got like a placard on the front that says Werner Ling. Here, I'll spell that for you.
Werner Ling.
Yeah. So he knocks on the door, and you hear "Come in," and he opens the door and brings you in, and Fred says, "Mayor, sorry to interrupt whatever you may be doing, but these gentlemen," I had to check for if one of them was a lady. One is. These gentlemen and lady, which are cat person. He's never seen one, so it's hard to tell for him. They recently got to town, and they asked if they could come and speak with you and perhaps be of service in some way. So I'll be outside the door. Enjoy your conversation. And he says, "Oh, okay. Well, y'all come on in. I'm the mayor here in Oakhurst, Werner Ling. What do you find people's names?"
And I do my whole spiel,
Yeah, cool.
Say my name, mention, troop leader of the Song of the Blade.
Oh, well, that sounds fancy.
Yes, my name is Zoltan Tobs, and this is rather a compatriot. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Yes, and my name's Farinor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all too. Would you care for a drink? I got some liquors and stuff here. Unless one of y'all got your own.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned this. I would like to start off our discussions that we've come to speak with you about over some unique liquor that I happen to have.
Well, that sounds fun. What you got?
Just some vodka.
Vodka?
Yes.
You must not be from around here.
No. I'm from far away.
Okay. Well, I've got some of the finest Oakhurst rye whiskey. And everybody want a drink?
I'll take one.
I'd like to try some of this vodka and some of this rye whiskey.
All right. Well, we'll start with one of them, and then we'll, get to the other one while we're talking. And he pours everybody a shot of the rye whiskey.
I have my own shot glass. It's solid gold.
Of course you do. And he says, "All right, well, to new friends, and toast everybody and
better business partners.
What a beautiful way to introduce ourselves." And
yeah, well,
she's like,
I mean, I know
slugs, like, takes 2 shots real quick.
Okay, then.
Slams.
Well, look. He says as he takes a shot. Well, look, man. I mean, I know my head of security. He's kind of prickly, as you'd say, but he does an important job, and I want him to be like that. I don't want him just letting people in here without just cause. Now, look, he mentioned, as he is apt to do, that I'm a little on edge. You'll find me to be a pretty hospitable fella. But look, let's get down to brass tacks here. What can I do for y'all?
I must say that your guard did a very good job, and we gave him a little bit of the ribbing, and
a little cheek.
Yeah, and he stood firm, and you should be very proud of the guard, and perhaps you should give him a raise. I don't know. I just
gave him a damn raise.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good of you. Listen, we are here under the suggestion of what's his name? Forensic. How I should not forget.
You are the fish fan here.
I know. I should not forget any of these names.
I named that character for you.
Oh no. Forensic, the master bard of the Yawning Portal.
Oh, yes. that old rapscallion. Is he back in town?
Yes, he is. He is playing his tunes at the inn down the street.
But I bet everybody's over there now.
Well, we are in search of the Sunlit Citadel, the Sunlit Val.
Val's not there.
No.
Just like looking around, like oh shit.
I think you mean the Sunless Citadel.
Yes,
my very friend.
And he looks like very seriously at you at the mention of it. You know, like his very jovial demeanor gets much more serious and stern. And he looks at you real hard, and then he kind of smirks a little bit, and he says, all right, well, I think y'all need to be a little more specific. Tell me all right, friends, I sent you over here looking for the Sunless Citadel. I mean, what's going on here? Level with me. Why are you trying to go to a place like that?
I mean, like, honestly, that's like all the information that I know that we have is that we were here.
Well, you know that you're going to gather something.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant.
Well, he asked you the question.
But this is all that we know. You see, that we have heard that there are these things happening around Oakhurst and the surrounding farms. That some of the foliage and the plant life. It is.
You mean the twig blights?
Yes, it's just what we call it, the twig blights. Zoltan, help me remember this. I must tell Val the name of this so I don't forget it.
Well, just keep saying it in my head and just trying to remember it myself. Twig blights.
Twig blight.
Twig.
Damn it, I lost it. I will get it though. It's twig blights. Yes, that is.
Yes. Twig blights.
Yes, we ran into some of these.
That's their damn technical name. That's what folks have took to call them around here.
It is a beautiful name, Mayor. This is the thing that they are. They are small like twigs, and they are a blight upon us. So I do not think that this is a bad name. It's quite beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
I applaud you and your town for your beautiful vocabulary and poetic expression of the things that surround you.
Hey, look, I like y'all already. You don't got to blow smoke up my ass.
Oh, this is just the way that I talk. I cannot help it, but I am a performer. You see?
All right, then. Well, look. All right.
Would you like to hear some tunes?
No, look, we trying to talk here. Maybe later.
Would you like to see a dance?
Maybe later. Listen to me, damn it! I'm the mayor.
Of course, this is what my offering to you, Mayor. This would be free of charge, of course.
Maybe once we finish our business here and it has concluded, we can all go back over to the Old Boar Inn and you can do your dancing and we can listen to friends they play his weird hippie jam band shit. But look, all right, here's the thing. I didn't even know. I mean, I've been hearing all these rumors about these twig blights, all right? And I I don't have any proof they even exist. I was half convinced the farmers around here is just drunk on liquor or smoking something or just paranoid, you know, like I hadn't had any proof that this is going on, but it's got people scared, among other things.
Well, we have seen them, as well. I'm trying to tell you. We fought a few of these on the way to your beautiful town.
And you killed them?
Yes, we killed them as much as you could kill the trees.
Well, I mean, I can't help but appreciate that. I doubt that's all of them, though.
Oh, no, I highly doubt that.
Yes, definitely not. That is why we are here.
How many did you kill?
It was a handful.
6.
It was almost like a starter kindling to a fire.
All right. Well, yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, I didn't want to assume that there's too. Initially, I didn't believe in them, but now there's been too many reports, and I was starting to get worried about it. Hence, my testy ass guard out there. But I mean, if you've killed some, that's cool. I mean, I don't know that you can give me any more information about them than I've already been given. But I mean,
when did this start happening?
That is an excellent question, Zoltan.
What?
And then she looks directly at the mayor.
Wait, what'd you say?
When did the twig blights become such a problem for this town?
Well, it's only been in the last few months, you know, which is weird. I mean, we're pretty peaceful, you know, farming community, all in touch with nature and all that stuff. It's not like we don't hang out around trees and stuff, but it's, I don't know, last few months, I started getting reports about them. And the first couple, obviously, I shrugged off because I thought maybe they saw some shadows or something in the night, maybe a cougar or something like that, and they were scared, you know.
Has anything else happened during this time? Has there been any new going-ons, new people coming through, any kind of events that have happened during this time?
Could the Citadel itself have anything to do with it? I know we probably got to be close to it.
Well, I mean, I reckon it could, but I don't know how.
I don't know too much about it. I just know
What do you know about the Sun Citadel?
Well, it's an old sunk down. Apparently, it used to be this big old badass fort. But I reckon there was some kind of earthquake or something weird like that because it's sunk down way deep in the ground. Now you gotta go to this ravine and like climb down in the ravine way deep down just to get to the front door of the thing. And I mean, I ain't never been to it, but I've sent scouts out and they've seen it. But
so you know where it is? Can you tell us?
I do know where it is. I know the direction of it.
Yes. What from is it? Was it due north, south?
All right. So that is also why you have the Oakhurst overland map.
Okay.
All right. It is, you see the new road on the Oakhurst overland map?
Let's see, zooming out. No, you might be on another one because the one that we see is just the normal.
The Oakhurst overland map, not the Oakhurst map.
Let me see, overland map. Let me see.
The handout.
Yes, I do.
All right, there's a new road and there's an old road.
Okay, so it's along the old road. Okay.
Yeah, well, you guys came from the right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got it.
Right? You came into town that way. So he says the ravine that apparently leads to it, you gotta go several miles out of town down the old road to the south. And then you get to the ravine and you have to climb down in it and then find it from there, you know. But I wouldn't advise it. And this is the other thing that got people scared and that I didn't want to really bring up unless I found some people like y'all that might be able to help me out. But it ain't just the twig blights that's got people scared.
Oh, is that so? What else seems to be plaguing this hamlet?
Some bitchin' damn goblins. Goblins. You know what goblins are, huh?
Goblins.
You have the battery here. You have the battery, the masked horrors of the jungles of Chot. You have them.
What
here.
in the shit are you talking?
Let me tell you a story about a battery goblin. There was once a time that I was out there with my good friends. You might have heard of them. And she just starts going on and on, like starts telling the story. Like, have you ever heard of down near Rock Crusher? He was quite fond of crushing the heads of the battery. They are the goblin, you know. I apologize. I like to tell stories.
Moving on. It's a very wonderful story, but we do.
I should tell you more about here. I should tell you more about it, Zoltan. You would really. I would
love to hear it once next time we're at the bar.
All right. Again, I said after this we can go hang out. At the
you
bar
can buy me a drink over it. How's that?
Sounds...
God damn it! I am the mayor.
Of course.
Over my meeting here.
By the way, what is your name? We can't just keep calling you mayor. Unless you want to be called mayor.
His name is Governor Lover.
If y'all can read comments,
Lover Grant?
Sure that you can.
Oh, Werner Lang.
Werner Lang.
Mr. Lang.
Yeah, what? Y'all are killing me. He was saying, if y'all can read comment, I mean, there's a plaque on my door and there's one on my desk right here in front of you.
That is
not to worry about.
I apologize. The sign was very up high, and you see how short I am.
Yeah, you are diminutive, fella.
I appreciate you're very observant. You're very observant. You have very good eyes. And kind of saying that curtly, but
yeah. Well, y'all want me to tell you about the damn goblins or not? Look, I like y'all, but
tell us about the Gopniks.
We're here for a reason.
They're called Batari, not Gobniks.
They're called what? I ain't even worried about it. What I'm talking about is goblins. Apparently some of y'all ain't from around here, but if any of y'all are, you know what a goblin is.
I look over to Farinor. I was like,
Farinor, do you know goblins?
Do you know what the bird about there is?
Of course, the goblin. I mean, you guys really never encountered a goblin.
No, they are not. They don't inhabit my land.
You're a dwarf, and you've never encountered a goblin.
No.
No. We have, but I do not think it is the same.
Goblins. Yeah. They might be a different name where I come from.
They're short, little green
assholes. That's what they are.
These are the ones that they wear the mask, right? Like they fly to the air in the
they don't fly. They might wear masks though.
But I am so confused. Anyways, Mayor, I apologize. I think that we at least know somewhat of what it is that you are talking about now.
I think I have an idea. We just called him something different.
And he is just befuddled and like pours himself another shot without offering. And
may I? No. Stay your hand. Let me provide.
He already took it.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and pour myself one then.
And I kind of just nudge both glasses over.
All right. Look, I'll pour us all another round if y'all will shut the fuck up for a minute. And he pours around and says, all right, to silence.
What a great toast. That is an amazing toast. Don't you think that this is...
The quiet game begins now.
Right now? This is the time that we start?
All right, take a damn shot.
Go on.
And everybody takes their shots, and he again. He's like a real bitch about drinking. But he says, "Now look, all right. I told you, everybody's told you about the twig blights. All right, everybody's been scared, kind of on edge about the twig blights and whether or not they exist. But it's kind of a hush-hush thing around here. There's also." In the last several months, roughly coinciding with the amount of time the twig blight's been around, people been seeing some goblins and stuff. And look, we're a small community. We're not a wealthy community. And we have once every 6 months, all right, once in the summer, once in the winter, there'll be a pack of goblins that'll come to the town And well, they got these apples, you see, and they're trying to sell us these apples. And I know that sounds weird, but they're not regular apples. All right. When they come in the summertime, they bring a red apple. All right. And that red apple cures diseases. Whatever affliction you got, you eat one of them apples and you cure it. And when they come in the wintertime, and this is why it got real testy for a little bit, because when they came the first time, they came with the summer apples, which this is, you know, about a year and a half ago is the very first time they came to us. The first time they brought the summer apples, and we had some sick residents of the town, and we all pitched in, and we bought the apple, and we cured a couple people in town of their various afflictions. But then they came back in the wintertime, and we thought they was coming with these cure-all apples, and they brought these white apples, and they was trying to sell us apples that are just poison. They just for killing people. That's all they're for.
What they are about telling.
Say what?
Oh, sorry, I broke that. I lost the sanity.
It's fine. What'd you say?
I said they are about Terry. I would not trust a single piece of fruit from any. Let me make sure that I say the word that you say. Goblin.
Gopniks.
Goblin. No, it's not. It is not gobniks. It is goblins.
Goblins.
Well, whatever you want to call them.
But yes, why would you take any fruit from such a creature?
Well, look, the first time we was in real dire straits. All right, there had been an outbreak of this disease. It was like a plague, but it only affected a few people. But the people it did affect, if they didn't get some kind of cure real quick, like they was done. They was gonna die, and several people died.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was a real tough time. So the first time they came, we didn't have any other choice. We got one of the apples and we split it in half and we cured 2 people of the plague. I mean, they was just better. It was over. And we was like, well, shit, these goblins might not be too bad, you know? And then they came back 6 months later with the white apple. And we thought they was coming to bring us them, and you know, there's some kind of sickness always around. So we were like, well, we'll try to band together, put our monies together, and get another one of them in case the plague hits again. But they brought the white apples, and when we asked them about it, they said, all creepy like, that it was for killing folks, that it's a poison apple. So we run them off. We didn't kill none of them, and they didn't kill none of us, but we'd like to come to blows over it, you know?
Tell me this. Have you ever tried planting these red apples, Mr. Mayor?
Well, the weirdest
that is another excellent question, Zoltan.
Well, the weirdest thing is they didn't have no seeds.
Well, now that is very strange.
That is very strange.
They didn't have no seeds in them. So, all right. And here, I'm a level with y'all, all right?
Oh, please do.
It's, as you can see, it's summertime now. And, well, they recently came again. And I've got a son, see. His name's Werner Jr. He's the light of my life. He is, if anything.
He's the apple of your eye. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And he takes a swig off the bottle. Like, I like that. But look, he's my son. I love him more than anybody. His mother, she passed away a few years ago. And, you know, we thought we was done with the plague. And several weeks ago, he came down with it. And I thought I was going to lose him, man. I thought he was going to die. And it just so happened right after that, the goblins showed up with a red apple again. And, man, there's some people around town that are mad at me. And that's another reason for my extra security, because I spent the rest of the money we had in the town treasury on that apple.
Ooh, that is, yes, I can
that
see
is,
that might cause ruffle some of the feathers, I think.
Not good economical.
Well, it was either that or let my damn son die.
I understand.
Tough choice to make.
Well, not for me. It ain't tough at all. I ain't letting my son die. He's gonna mayor this town after I do, and his kid's gonna mayor this town after he does.
Well, tell me this: is there anybody else that's still under the effects of these white apples?
Oh, the white apples? We never purchased none.
Okay.
We ain't in the poisoning business.
They told you that they were poisoned from the.
Yeah, I mean, they are goblins, so they're kind of stupid. I don't know why they thought we'd be interested in buying the damn poison apples. All we wanted was to cure our people.
I thought you meant they sold you poison apples and didn't tell you till they started killing folks.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, not at all. Like, that was the weird thing, is it was on the up and up. When they brought the red apples, they actually did cure people.
So what you are saying then is that you brought a merchant into this town and you let them sell their wares, what was in season, so to speak, right? That the red apples, that they happen in the summer. And then this same merchant, under the same pretense that they could come in and sell their wares, even though it is a different type of an apple, you found out what this type of apple did, and you ran them out of the town? Yes?
Yep, that's what we did.
I look over to Zoltan. I say, I do not think that our first plan is such a good idea.
No. And I'll need to get rid of all the apples in my cart.
Yes, please make sure that
apple merchant?
Please make sure that you do not have any white fruit.
Yes.
I will say, these ain't regular apples. They're about 3 times the size of a regular apple.
Oh, well, that's what they call burying the lead, I think. But so these are giant apples.
Yeah, they're damn big. Which is why if we get up the money to get one of them, we can split it and cure a few people.
So you mentioned these goblins, I think, if I remember correctly, originally to say that they were causing you problems as much as the twig blights.
Well, they started causing problems once we ran them out of town.
See, this is what I am saying. I think that this was a bad idea for you to
absolutely
go back on your deal with them.
They were giving you like amazing, wondrous apples, and they weren't poisoning you.
And then they came and tried to sell poison.
They just
but they told you straight up what it is. You know, that the desert uses for poison.
Apothecaries ain't trying to poison people. They're trying to fix people.
But do you not have rat problems here? Do you not need poison for the pest that surround? I mean, it's not. My point is that they did not come to you and try to poison you personally. They just tried to sell you poison apples, which they were more than upfront with. Yes?
Yes, this is a very strange...
Listen, I do not like goblins, and I have no problem taking them.
You don't even know what a damn goblin is.
I do. I just realized that we called them different things. I called them Belteri. You called them goblins. They are still tricksy little green creatures, yes?
Yeah, they tricky little bastards.
So listen, we're here to help. We're not here to judge your mayoral style. That is not us for us to decide. We are just mere members of a traveling troupe. See? But if you need us to take out goblins, we will. I just would be careful in the future with,
running strangers out of your town.
Yeah, for no reason.
Right, look,
of course, you're going to have caused a problem.
The advice, I do, but I ain't even done with my story yet.
Oh, please. Actually, hold on 1 second. I go ahead and pour another shot.
Speaking of getting to bronze payments, or what is it that you said? Gold loans? No, that is not it. Brass tacks, yes.
Brass tacks.
Of getting to brass tacks. What is your point?
My point is, all right, after we run them out of town, they started attacking some of the farmers and stuff whenever they found them. A couple people got killed. They hurt people. Now they've been a plague. Every now and then there was pop up and ambush some folks. But like I said, my son got real sick. So they come in the middle of the night and they had another one of them red apples, and I spent all the damn treasury money. Basically all the money
Yes, you did as fathers do, and we understand it. But so do you think that this has anything to do with excuse me, with the Sunless Citadel or what? We gotta hang up on these.
Oh, Werner Lang is just sitting there, just frozen.
Yeah, he's just finally short circuited with this conversation.
Yeah. Error. Mr. Lang, pay attention.
We are trying to help you. This is
rude to ignore us.
Yes, this is most impolite. I do not understand why he is doing this to us. We were doing nothing but trying to help him, and he just giving us the cold shoulder. I do not understand.
It's a flash mob. But he's the only one there.
Yeah.
Clever attempt to get you to shut the fuck up and leave him alone.
That's what it is.
Right. It's like falling asleep, like, oh, I'm narcoleptic. Fucking fall asleep, and eventually you'll get tired and leave.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
That's some Adam West shit right there.
Yeah. Some of that fake ass shit.
Have y'all ever had what is it called? Doritos, the 3D Doritos? They don't have them anymore.
They're all 3D.
No. They were
puffy.
They were puffy. They were the best fucking chips on the planet.
I've never even heard of this thing.
They were great, and they were like years ago. But I have found these Lay's. They're like circular. They're like if waffle fries had a baby with chips.
Wow.
And they're great. And that's my story.
It's a good story.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all got me?
Yeah.
Okay. So Werner Lang, he goes on to tell you, now look, I spent all the damn money in the treasury. I understand that's a rash decision, but I had to save my son. I don't even feel bad about it. All right. But that ruffled some feathers in the town. All right. Particularly.
Don't you pay those taxes to the whatever major town that oversees yours?
Say what now? Why are you worried about stuff like this?
I'm sorry. Whenever finances are brought up, I can't help but discuss.
You old money grubbing dwarf, ain't you?
Hey, that is not the.
At least I know how to be fiscally conservative.
Yes, at least this man did not spend the entire town's savings on an apple.
All right, let's pump the brakes here. All right, I was just making a joke.
That was racist.
Just calling you a dwarf? I didn't say all dwarves are money
grubbers. You said money grubber. We all know what you meant. We know what you meant.
All right, well, y'all want to leave?
This
or y'all want to let me finish telling you what I'm telling you?
Please do.
Look, it ruffled some feathers in town when I did that, and I understand that. But particularly, there's a situation concerning them ruffled feathers with the owner of the general store here in town. Her name's Carolyn Hugh Creel. All right? She's a good lady, bit stern, but she's a good lady, all right? Now, her kids, they grown, but her grown-ass kids who they pretty capable adventurers themselves, they decided that since we're in such close proximity to the Sunless Citadel, and since them goblins popped up in the last year or so, and then the twig lights popped up after that, that all this must be rooted somehow in the Sunless Citadel. So they rounded up a posse and decided they were going to go storm that damn Sunless Citadel and figure out what was going on and hopefully stop whatever's causing these twig blights, and maybe on top of that, find where them apples are coming from. And if it's a tree or they got some kind of stash of seeds or something, they're just going to try to bring them back to here so we could have an unlimited supply of the curing apples so we won't never have to worry about that plague again. All right. So they run off and did that. And I think it's a bold but not a bad idea. and they seem fairly capable, and they recruited a couple more people with them. One of them was this ranger who, you know, he's a local. He's from around the town, you know, real forest loving fella named Caracas. But they also, I guess through Caracas's contacts, they met up with this this real straight back son of a bitch named Brad Brayford, and he's a paladin of Pelor. So the four of them.
What is his name again? What is his that you just said?
Sir Brayford.
Sir Brayford.
Yeah. So all right. So they formed up a party. All right. And the party, I'll go ahead and tell you, it consisted of Carowin's son and daughter. The son is he's a hell of a fighter, and his name's Talgan Hucriel. And her daughter is a bit of a spell slinger, and her name's Sharwin Hucriel.
Carmen Williams, okay.
Sharwin. Here, I'll spell that correctly for you.
The mayor dips a quill in some ink and very slowly starts writing the letters.
Just practicing my letters.
Gotta stay sharp.
There you go. Yeah, so they formed up a party, and they seemed pretty capable, and they made a big to-do of that they was going to go to that Sunless Citadel and figure out what was going on, and if they could solve at least one, if not all, of our problems. So I mean, of course, nobody wanted to stop them except for their mama, and their mama, who's a wonderful woman, but is a bit stern and rigid, and she owns a general store. All right,
yeah, go ahead.
She threw a hissy fit about them going, tried to stop them, went to hemming and hawing and booing and hooing, but they went anyways. All right, so that was a couple weeks ago as they left, and they hadn't come back yet. They hadn't been seen yet. So she's been coming to me every single day. She's been writing me letters and coming and trying to have meetings with me to get me to use the money the town should have to hire another band of adventurers to go and seek them out and save her kids or bring them back or find out what happened to them. The problem there is that I spent all that damn money on that apple to save my son. So to be 100% frank, she is mad as hell at me.
Well,
I can understand this. We'll tell you what, we can solve these problems, but we do need.
Well, can you now?
We can actually, because you said that this is where did they head off to?
That place y'all came seeking?
The Sunless Citadel? That's
Yep.
Interesting, because that's where we're heading. You
All
see
right.
where I'm going with this?
Yeah, no, I get that you're
Okay.
going there. I'm just saying you got a lot of nuts on you saying you're going to be able to fix everything.
Well, that's kind of what our job here is to do.
Oh, yeah, that's why you came to Sunless Citadel to fix all my problems?
You know what?
well,
Yes,
it's just
yes.
it just seems to be that.
I'm sorry. I'm testy. I'm on edge, and now you got a little liquor in me. I don't mean to be an unhospitable host. I know that's redundant, but I'm just trying to tell you everything that's going on.
Note grabs, well, like gently kind of extends her hand, her paws out to like kind of take the mayor's hand in hers.
Okay, and he acquiesces to that.
And she says, and this is probably the most serious that you guys have ever seen her. She looks directly into Mayor Werner Lang's eyes and says, listen, I understand. And I understand you as a father was doing the thing that you thought you should do. And I also understand that Madam Hucriel, that is her name, yes?
Yeah, Hucriel.
Yeah, Hucriel, that she has Well, the love of a parent can be a smothering thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It seems as if our destinies have crossed and that we are the ones to do this thing for you. We will do this for you, Mary. And you do not have to worry about the payment. You did what you got. Stop it. Do not worry. We will make you money. Do not worry.
Okay.
That being said, of course, we are going to take all the treasure that we find from the Sunless Citadel. That
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to make a cash grab out of this thing. Man, I got bigger problems.
You talk, now she talks.
It is okay. And, you know, she just kind of like puts her hands up, like keeps one hand holding on your hand, puts one up and says, no. Do not despair. We have come here to help you. Whether we meant to or not, it seems as if this is what we ought to do. We will go and visit this mother who is in distress, and we will let her know that you have hired us to do the job. That way, maybe you can get back in good graces with her. We will do this job for you, and hopefully we will bring back her children to her. But you must understand that sometimes children, well, they want to leave the nest, and they want to do their own thing. And I will not stand in the way of that.
And he actually kind of sheds a tear a little bit, you know, from the stress of the whole thing. And as he's kind of still holding your hand and letting a tear trickle down his face, a little boy runs into the room unannounced, runs up and says, Daddy, look at it. I got a bug. And he embraces his son, still kind of holding your hand, but he's like, I'm sorry, y'all. This is Werner Jr. You know, what was I supposed to let this little feller DIE? You know, but look, I will say I really appreciate y'all trying to get on this mess. I would say, yeah, go talk to Lady Hugh Creel, and then there's if it helps y'all out with you, if you do gather some stuff like some weapons or armors or stuff like that, then maybe go see the blacksmith. He's been dying for some weapons. People been coming in trying to get weapons, so you might be able to work out some kind of business arrangement with him.
Excellent.
Now, I don't mean to rush y'all off, but you done got me a little emotional. I appreciate everything you're doing here, but I would say please make haste.
That's all right. Be with your family.
Yes, we will do this. We will do this thing. And then she leans down to the little boy and goes and pulls like a coin out from behind her ear and says, "Ah."
Oh.
And it's like a Cholton gold piece, you know? Just say, yeah, this thing is for you, young boy.
Oh, the cat lady's so cool.
I am the coolest, and we leave, I guess.
Yeah. And that's kind of the scene. Sorry, I know it kind of meandered a little bit, but I had to get all that out to you. What's going on with the members of the party who are not in this meeting?
Oh, is that us now?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we left you on the sidelines for a long time, and I apologize about that.
Sorry.
But check in with you. But that's like the main quest stuff that they just found. You know?
Well, Shep has sat here with this little gnome lady and had his ears fucking filled with the different gods and deities of. We're in Faerun, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The different gods and goddesses of Faerun, and he did find one that kind of caught his eye, and it is Helm, the goddess of protection, or the god of protection.
So you've like
found religion.
Yeah, it did.
Right. I mean, just this lady is talked to him in a she is sincerely dumbed down the way that she talks in order for Shep to understand, and he has taken a liking to this little gnome person.
You got multi-class paladin.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But he's done right now talking to this lady. Well, she has enlightened him big time. Changed his mind even, or changed his way of thinking about things a little bit.
That's awesome. Like day one on the job, man. You're fucking
but he
whole way of thinking.
He wants to mention the he's gonna ask her, no Sun Citadel.
Oh, I mean, I've heard about it. I would never go there myself. But I'm just a little person. Well, because it seems like there's a bad vibe around it. I mean, have you heard about there's been talk about not only twig monsters, but goblins around lately, and it all seems to be centered on that damn. Oh, no, she's not country.
She was like kind of hippie.
She was like kind of high pitched, yeah. It all seems centered on the Sunless Citadel. It seems like all of the town's problems lately, and all the twig blights and goblins and all that stuff seem to be coming from there.
Okay.
Is Val there? Emily?
Sorry. So Val is going to just walk into the shrine and kind of peek around and be like, "Oh, there you are, Shep. Oh, hello, sister. How are you?"
Oh, I'm good. How are you? What's your name?
Valeria. But everybody calls me Val. See, you've already met Shep, yeah?
Yeah, we've had a really good talk. I've been explaining to him all kinds of stuff about religion and all the gods and all this, stuff that you would talk about at a church.
And Shep immediately turns around to Val and puts his hand on her shoulder and says, "You know Helm?"
Yeah, I know a little bit about Helm. Lady Luck's more my deity of choice, but yeah, Helm's a good guy as far as gods go.
And he's gonna let out this very fucking Chewbacca like, oh, and hug her.
Oh, all right.
Like in his mind, he's just preached the gospel almost, even though she already knew who Helm was.
He's like, I've converted another one.
Yeah.
And he's gonna turn around and drop back down to a knee again and take this silver key that he's had for his entire life. That's on like a necklace, and he rips it off and hands it to the little gnome lady.
Oh well, thank you. You don't have to give me anything. I mean, I'm here for guidance and spiritual stuff for free. But I mean, if you want to give me something to remember you by, I'll never forget you.
And he just continues to hold it out. You take.
Yeah, and she grabs it and lassos a little string, not lassos, but ties a little string around it and puts it on her neck like a necklace.
And Shep feels good about what he's done so far, and he's going to stand up and walk out. He doesn't understand bye, really, so...
Yeah, okay.
Kind of rudely just gets up and turns around and walks out.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we're still working on niceties. Thank you for being patient with him. I know he's got a lot of heart, but he's still learning a lot of stuff, yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a really nice guy. I like him. Is there anything I can do for you, or?
Mostly I was just checking out to see what exactly this was a shrine to. See, you got a multitude of
it's a non-denominational shrine. You can worship anything you want here.
Love it. Well, I may pop back later to say my prayers and speak with the lady. But let me go keep an eye on him.
Okay, well, you're always welcome here.
Thank you. Big Sasquatch walking around is probably going to draw some attention.
Yeah, there's a really big dog out front.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, we'll see you later.
All right,
Thanks
nice
again.
to meet you, Val.
And you. and she's gonna kind of sort of run out after Shep.
Okay, cool. All right. So what are we doing? We meeting back up at the bar, or?
Yeah, I'd say at this point we like maybe meet at the bar and like kind of swap information and maybe get some rest. You know,
Yeah.
Have an evening at this point. You know.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so you all head back to the bar.
Yeah.
Valis told Shep, like, we said we'd meet up everybody back there, so let's go do that.
All right.
Right.
So you what's up?
Oh, I was just gonna say, so he's gonna follow Val back since.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you all go back to the bar. It's a bit later now. It's around dark. And you get back to the bar and you walk in, and there are several more people than there were to begin with. You know, like a lot of people have finished with their farming work and daily chores, and Forense is over there ripping it up, and has got like a good little crowd of people around him, all like, you know, singing hobbity type songs, and it seems like a really pleasant evening at the bar. Like a lot of people are having a lot of fun. The barkeep is grinning ear to ear because he's making more money than he normally would, and anytime Forense comes there, that is the case.
I assume we all kind of gather around a table and just sort of spill information without RP.
Once you guys get there, you hunker down, find a little table. The barkeep brings you all drinks and doesn't charge you for them. Says that Forense has it covered. And a minute or two later, Forense finishes a song and kind of shouts out to the crowd. It's like, all right, well, look, I'm going to take a quick break, meet with a couple of my friends, but don't worry, I'll be back to perform a few more songs in we'll say 20 or 30 minutes. And half the people go, oh, boo, and half the people are like, oh, okay. You know. And he slings his lute onto his back and his little weird holster thing he's got for it, and kind of winks at the bartender and walks over to your table, and he's in a great mood, and he like gives you guys the finger guns, and then like sits down and is like, all right, so where are we?
Shep holds up. He kind of mimics what Forense does and kind of holds up a finger gun and puts it back down.
Yeah, we don't want to unleash that puppy.
But Note says to friends, that was an incredible display of musicianship. Bravo, that was incredible. Yes, very nice job.
Thank you very much. I mean, I've been in the musical trade for some time now, and
you know that I play a little bit myself.
Oh, I'm well aware.
I'm just saying I could add some horn parts to that Susie Greenberg that you're definitely going to be
that
doing.
Sounds delightful. Once we debrief from what you've learned today, like we can definitely play a song or two at on the stage in a bit.
Yeah, so we just share everything.
Yeah. So do you play for free or do you actually get money?
Oh, I have a tip jar. If you didn't notice.
Oh no, I didn't. It seemed small.
And his tip jar is like his tip jar is doing pretty good.
Oh, it seems you're very well accomplished.
Yeah, and he snaps his fingers, and the fucking tip jar flies over into his hand.
Shep snaps his fingers, or tries to,
and nothing happens.
No, too much hair. Too much hair on the palms. Just.
Yeah. All right. So now we know the town's stake in the Sunless Citadel. You've apparently met with the mayor and you've discerned a mission that he would have you sent on. Very good. Good job with your information gathering, which is a large part of what our stop in this town was for. If you want, they have, this is, obviously an inn, so they have rooms. Your rooms will be paid for. If you want to stay the night here, tomorrow, if you want to speak to anyone else before I'm assuming you are near ready to set off to the Sunless Citadel.
Yes.
I'd like to check in with the blacksmith first, for sure.
Yes, we need to speak to Mother Hukill. How do you say this?
Nailed it. That was it. Spot on.
It's Hukill, but you did quite well.
Yes, we need to speak with her, and also we would like to see the blacksmith. However, it is a little late. Probably the blacksmith has already been here. Probably drank a little too much. May need to see him tomorrow.
Actually, you notice Gendry is still there. And
how old is Gendry? What is he doing here?
Well, his dad owns the.
No, I'm just. But how old is he for real?
I guess it is confusing because Gendry is like a blacksmith in Game of Thrones, but Gendry is the son of the barkeep, not the blacksmith. But you notice Gendry and his buddy Rory is there, and they're both kind of helping the barkeep, with some of his duties, passing out drinks and stuff like that. But you do what's his name? Gendry he's a little fucking lingerer, man. Like he tries to listen.
I notice he's always there.
Yeah, he's always listening in on what you guys are saying. And he caught you saying something about the blacksmith or whatever, and he tugs on Zoltan's coat and just
Jesus, what do you want?
Well, you don't have to be a dick about it. But he points to the corner of the bar where there's a couple of dwarves, quite raucous, and in their cups, and playing maybe coin games or flip cup or something like that, which apparently I keep deferring to as the drinking game of this region. But he points them out and he's like, that's the blacksmith over in the corner right there.
That man?
Yeah, the burly dwarf man with the big red beard.
I see. Should we go pop over there and speak to him, or how do you want to approach this?
I mean, if you want to go talk to him tomorrow, you can, but I mean, I'm just saying he's here now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And drop.
Val's gonna go over and introduce herself.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna go over and say hi. Do you want to?
I'll follow.
Join?
I'll follow.
Lassie, you're quite the sight with your wings and all that.
Yeah, they're pretty useful. How are you?
I'm well. How you wanted to have a drink with me?
Sure, absolutely. And she pulls up a chair and says, "The name's Val. This is my friend Zoltan. And what's yours, friend?"
A fellow dwarf. How are you, good sir?
I do very well. How are you today?
I'm good. May the blessings of the forge be upon you.
And may the gold ever flow in your hand.
I like it. Yeah, and he's just sloshing beer and stuff. He's like, well, what can I do for you? Unless you just want to have a drink with me.
Why can't we do a little bit of both? And I'm assuming that Zoltan and everything that we've clued everybody in. So
yeah. Please go ahead and have a chance for some RP. Yeah.
So as you can tell, we're not exactly from here, but we are heading out pretty soon. And I was wondering if we could stop by the shop tomorrow and see what all you got. Maybe some weapons. See, maybe if we could do some trade.
Oh, of course, you're always welcome to come see me, Wes. But I will say, as the only blacksmith in town, you may have gathered that people have been a little on edge lately, and because of that, they've been requesting weapons much faster than I can supply. So I may not have as much stock as you'd like, or as much as I normally would. And he burps.
Well, we may be able to assist, and I'm just gonna kind of look down at Zoltan and be like, my friend is a bit of a merchant. Do you have any weapons, by chance, that you'd be interested in trading?
Talking to Zoltan.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we have. I have a mix of both simple and martial weapons that, honestly, I have no proficiency with, but I'm sure there are many. I've also have farming tools.
I would say, I mean, your cart is not that big. You probably only got a couple of weapons.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's just, yeah, I'm throwing out anything there, and you tell me what I don't have.
Well, you said you guys are heading out. Where you going?
Well, we happen to be going along the old road over to where. What is this place called? I keep forgetting. Val?
Sunless Citadel.
Yeah, the Sunless Citadel. Yes.
Oh, another group of you fellas. Well, look, all right, I'll be straight with you. All right, I'm in my cups. If you don't die there, and if you end up coming across any weapons or anything normal, folks like us could use to defend ourselves, I'll pay a pretty penny for any weapons you can get. It'll save me a lot of work because I can only make, a weapon or two a day maybe. And I've got people coming and asking for weapons faster than I can supply. So if you come across any weapons, come to me to sell them, please.
Excellent. Yes.
I'll give you a fair price.
Okay. Yeah. As long as it's a fair price, that's good. Yes.
Cool. So I mean, like if y'all want to hang out and drink with him, whatever. But like that's you now know that he will readily purchase weapons if you come across them.
Cool. All right. Sounds good, man. I like that.
All right. So do y'all? Y'all. Oh yeah. You Note and what's his Forense said they were gonna sing some songs or something or play some music.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I mean, we don't. I'm not gonna make you role play fucking singing, but like, yeah, you guys go and Forense, once they go to talk to the dwarf or whatever, he says, well, would you like to prove yourself in the musical forms with me?
Yeah, no, like she's like in the middle of this like long story about her troop, and she's telling Shep, who she's mistaking his like kind of blank face for being enraptured in the story. And then Forense comes up and officer's attention phone. She says, yes, this is the time for you to see what it is that I really do. And she pulls out her horn and says, please, Maestro, name the key and I will follow along.
If.
That is the one key. No, that is the one key that I cannot do. No. Yeah, so I guess I'll roll a performance to see how good.
Yeah, see how it goes. I mean,
you did say if, right?
F.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I drop? Can we drop it to F? Yeah, baby.
Really nice. Yeah. So he starts, jamming a little kind of intricate but almost funky, like chuggy kind of jam, and you pipe in and hit all the harmonies and stuff with it just perfectly, and the bar starts getting into it, and some people are dancing, and a couple people start making out, and like,
yeah, I mean, the horns always get people fired up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's a great performance. I mean, you've really enraptured the audience, and some people start coming and dropping more money in the tip jar that he placed down when he came back to the stage. And while you guys play a couple of songs or whatever, and the barkeep brings you a couple of beers for while you're playing and all that. And I will say, for your night of performance, each of you will earn 15 gold.
Nice.
Yeah. But I mean, anybody else want to do anything in the bar before y'all get a good night's sleep and get your HPs back and everything?
I can't think of anything.
All right, cool. So you guys, once it starts to wind down, he shows you to your rooms. They're upstairs. They're kind of small. It's a smaller joint. Nothing fancy, but you guys do have a place to rest your heads, and you do that, and you wake up in the morning refreshed with all your spell slots and all that kind of accoutrement replenished. And Forense comes and wakes up each of you fairly early in the morning and says, all right, well, come down and have breakfast, and let's if there's anything else you need to tie up in the town, do it and then let's head towards the Sunless Citadel. We are on a mission here, after all.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So I mean, you go and have breakfast, and it's fucking, just like basic shit, eggs and bacon, whatever. And he finished it up, and he tells the barkeep, "All right, thank you so much for such a wonderful evening, Rorik, and allowing us to perform at your place, and for hosting our entire party here. But we must be on our way. I promise I'll return before too long, and we'll do this again." And so you all leave the bar. And he gets Gendry to go and like grab your cart and pulls it out front.
Wait, we leave? Isn't this where we're staying?
Huh? You stayed the night. You
already
already
done that. Okay, yeah. So we're heading out. Yeah. So
we're
getting it. Time to go.
What about Hugh Creel?
Yeah, were we gonna talk?
Yeah, we still need to speak to Hugh Creel.
Okay. So I mean, that's fine. It's her. She's literally 2 buildings over.
All right.
So
we go there.
You pop over. Are you all going in, or is just one of you trying to be the diplomat, or what are you doing?
I'll go in there just to go in there.
I mean, I'll go in. I mean, we'll
look around, see what she got.
Yeah, and also just kind of to like let her know what we're doing, that we were hired. I kind of want to help bridge their relationship back and just tell her that we were hired by, that we were found and hired by the mayor because he does care about her children.
Oh, well, it's about time. That stupid son of a bitch spent all the town's money, and I've got my children out, possibly dead for all I know. And she's like trying not to cry and everything.
He has not spent all of it seems, as he was able to pay us to do this thing for you.
Well, as far as I knew, last time I talked to him, he said he'd spent all the money and he couldn't get a party to go and look for my babies.
But in like she puts her paw on her shoulder. But look, here we are. This thing has happened. You now have the Song of the Blade on your side. This thing will be done, and we will find your children.
Oh, thank you, bless you, sirs and ma'ams. And then she comes around and hugs like each one of you individually, and like, please just find them, find my babies, and their friends too, if you can. I don't really care. And so yeah, she just like bawls and stuff, and like it's a humongous relief and a weight off her chest knowing that someone will be going to try and recover her children from the dangers of the Sunless Citadel. She says, "All right, well, here," and she hands each of you like a nice little cake, that she's made, just to give you something as a parting gift. You guys eat up. It's going to be you're going to spend most of the day traveling to the Sunless Citadel. You want to have a full belly, but be on with you. Go find them.
And we go find them.
Yeah.
Shep looks at Hugh Creel and says, "You help us."
With what? What do you need?
Help.
Jesus. Shep.
What?
Help. Anything.
He wants you to give you some free shit.
Oh, yeah. She says, yeah, for anything. And she goes and she like goes behind her like desk or whatever and pulls out a drawer, and she pulls out. It's all she's got on her, but she's got 3 healing potions. And she gives the party 3 healing potions.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is a cool feat.
Yeah.
Sorry, not feat.
Stick with me, Ship. We'll get some. We'll get some profit.
I have that on Tom, but like the people of Barovia don't give a fuck about fuck, so like it doesn't do anything for me.
They need more shit than you ever could.
Exactly.
Well, these are good people.
They don't have nothing in Barovia to give you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's all shit show
Right.
anyway.
Here's a blighted potato.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is all I got. But here, you can have it. Yeah.
So Shep takes 1, and the other 2 are up for grabs.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wants to get him is fine.
Whoever gets hit.
Yeah, we'll just give him to Zoltan.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I've got high DC.
No, I know, but I'm just gonna give it to
AC,
you
sorry.
because, like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, in
okay.
character, you seem to be the dude that carries all the bullshit.
You're the treasurer of the party.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough.
most
Fair enough.
definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll put 2 healing potions.
Yeah. So you go back and you all get in the cart ready to leave, and the 2 boys come out and they say, "But you guys come back and see us now. Tell us about all the cool shit y'all end up doing." I don't tell my dad I said that. But just go do some cool stuff and come back and tell us about it and play some more at the bar.
I want to say, who is that? Gendry, right?
Gendry, yeah.
No, that's Rory.
Rory, I tell Rory, Roy, come here for just a minute.
What's up, buddy?
And I lean in and I whisper a Chultan bad word. I say, you can say this thing, and nobody will ever know the difference.
What's the bad word?
Bliad. It's Russian.
Yeah, but I'm not Russian. That would be the one that you're character.
Yeah.
It's don't.
All right.
Don't click clock. Don't click clock.
You need to work a bit on your inflection, but that is close enough to the thing.
You're stupid. Don't click clock. Huh?
Well, yes, sure. It's more to substitute the shit.
Ding dong, click clock.
Next, you're gonna have folks thinking he's having a seizure.
It's like the proper usage is this entire town has gone to dung dung dung. And
he goes. That's don't click clock.
Yeah, you get that is
it. Yeah, so I mean they run around, they're just chasing each other and being stupid kids or whatever. And you see as you start to depart on the road, you see the mayor come out with his guard or whatever and wave at you as you are exiting the town.
I'll like wave really friendly and smile at Fred and the mayor, and then just scowl at Jeff.
Yeah. Scowl at Jeff.
Yeah, scowl at Jeff.
Shake your paw. Like
and I'm like looking back at y'all like blinking like
Shep shoots him the finger gun.
Nice. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight. Is you guys did Oakhurst and you leave, and as you leave, the kids are chasing each other, saying "Don't now, click clock," and
they're just chasing the cart. Dang, don't click clock.
Yeah, waving at you wistfully, and you see Corky, the gnome priestess, like that. A lot of the town now has hope for their problems to be solved, and they kind of like do that movie thing where they're like at the road as you depart and they're all waving with hope in their faces and eyes as you finally start to make way to the Sunless Citadel.
Nice.
Roy.